Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 19-yard line.
Hey, express! SOS. Got it.
Now Ryan on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Space. Go get him.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down.
Ready, white 25. Check back.
On first down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
22. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 20. Check 15. Check 15. Check X3. 218. Chopper.
Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Check 43. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Third and long. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Ready. Check 43. Hey, 59, ready. Watch twins. Shoot. 61, down. Ready to go.
Smith trying to run for it, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Jim, 51, down.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first down at their own 22-yard line.
Mike, 45. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
On first and 10, Hogue, open man, it's Preston Williams. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike, 54. Hey, come on, come on,
2nd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
45's the mic. You can't block me.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Let's go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
2nd and 4. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run it with Balaj. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Ryan now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Balaj. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
On the delay, it's Balaj. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Check, block 54. Hey, pick it. Next box. Right. Here we go. Under crunch.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, watch the slant. Bang. Switch it. Right there.
Now Balaj. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check Mike 54. Hey, me and you all get ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hogue. It's Williams on the catch. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down now, it's Boyd. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 3rd down, Boyd. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Like 25, 39.
That's going to be a long day.
Hey, Alpha.
43 the mark.
Hey, check. Hey, free play.
Check 3.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. for even a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Off the play fake. Hope. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deion Jones charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Check mark 45. Check mark 45. You must be dreaming.
Throwing on first down. Hogue. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check, 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 check.
Second and 1. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Ryan. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Freeman. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 55, Mike. Come on. Hey, wait.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll run on first down. It's Boyd, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Short. 45 to the mark. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
45.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Check 45 to Mike.
Right back to him on 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
45 to Mike.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Let's go, D.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 45.
On 1st down, Hogue. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Balaj, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns, also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
43. Got it. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike, 43.
On first and 10. It's Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
25!
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
51, sub! 52, gotta go!
They'll run on first down. Freeman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 38, Ryan. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. 65.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. James has got it. Complete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On second down, it's Boyd. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's into the clear. And he cuts it in all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Face.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Hey, Tuesday. Let him go.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I'm coming after you.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Check 45. Heads in. Check 45 the mic.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
45. 45 mic. 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing now is Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. A gain of 8 and a 1st down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Freeman the 1st down and more. Past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then